Hey guys, Black Ninja 797 here. In today's video, this is going to be a CoD 4 gameplay for you guys. And in today's video, I'm going to be playing Shipment Headquarters, and this is an amazing way to get an easy 100+. I didn't quite get it in this game. I was so close, but I didn't quite get it. Basically, the reason why I say that this is a really good way to get 100+, because Headquarters is a 15-minute game in CoD 4 Remastered. There is no, like rounds or anything. It's just 15 straight minutes of just carnage. And Shipment has really weird spawns, so like there's moments where like you can spawn on people, there's moments where you can spawn into literally just automatic death, like your body doesn't even like immediately spawn in, you just like go from dead on the ground to immediately back dead on the ground. You don't see yourself in first person, you see yourself dead in third person. So Shipment can be very good, sometimes it can be very bad. It really just depends on the team and how much momentum you have. When you play Shipment, you want to make sure that you get momentum going, because this map is all about momentum. Once somebody gets a streak, the team is most likely going to dominate. Like, for example, like, if I get an airstrike, I'm immediately probably going to get my helicopter and then most likely just get another one, because the way that Shipment works is that it's so small. Think of it as like half of Nuketown, and then when you call in a streak, there's no spawn protection either, so like, I could automatically like kill you off a spawn with an airstrike, get a helicopter, and then, just immediately kill you off spawn with my helicopter. It's that ridiculous. You can see me hiding in these, little like crates and stuff, because it's so terrifying to move, because I'm worried about dying instantly. And you can obviously see I got shot through the crate with a guy that had deep impact on. So you gotta be really careful on this map. The best way to get your airstrike to get a lot of kills is just put it just right dead center in the map. Don't place it on a corner, because if you place it in the middle of the map, the splash damage is so big that you can automatically just hit probably like at least one or two people. You're most likely going to get at least one single kill with the airstrike, unless everyone's hiding in a crate, which is not likely to happen. And also, the grenades are extremely powerful in CoD 4, so a lot of people tend to spam them. In this gameplay, I had concussions or tacticals ×3. I'm not exactly sure what the full name is, but that's because CoD 4 Remastered was only out for like, I would say like 2 days or 3 days when I'm recording this video, not the live commentary, but the actual raw gameplay, and everybody had like really low like perks and guns, so not a lot of people had like the the good guns and the good perks and everything. Now when I play Shipment Headquarters, people are running around with P90s and frag ×3, which is very difficult. There's also people running Juggernaut too more often. But I'm in this game, I'm playing with Joseph, and one thing I really recommend to you guys is that you want to run either Stopping Power / Juggernaut / UAV Jammer, because those are honestly the 3 best perks. UAV Jammer will prevent you from dying because of the UAV spam. Juggernaut will prevent you from automatically dying. However, though, I would honestly prefer Stopping Power or UAV Jammer, but Juggernaut is an option, or Juggernaut, my bad. And Stopping Power makes it that way you can end up just killing enemies with more like or less shots to kill. So like the M16, you can like 1 burst instead of like maybe 2 burst. And I really recommend either Concussions ×3 or like Tacticals ×3, whatever it's called, and then Frag ×3 if you have it unlocked, because honestly Frag ×3 is better. But the second alternative would be the Tacticals ×3. Yeah, there we go, Tacticals ×3. I don't know why it took me so long to remember the name. But you want to run those 2 perks, because then you can just chuck them off the spawn. You're going to want them to chuck them off the spawn, because if you spawn in, you're most likely going to get immediately shot or immediately damaged in some form or way. So you want to throw a grenade, so that way the enemies will back off you and you have at least a chance to recuperate. Because if you don't get the chance to throw something, you're immediately just going to die and over again. Because basically the way that I've learned Shipment is that in the original and in CoD 4 Remastered, typically people will spawn in the corners, not necessarily the middle of the map. Like the 4 corners, like since it's a giant square, people will spawn in either up or left, upper right, lower left, or lower right. Nobody really spawns in the middle necessarily. So what I would do is I would lock down one corner. Like for example, like how I'm hiding behind this car, you want to lock down this corner and then like the opposing corner, and just rotate between like upper left and like lower right, or like vice versa or something like that. You guys are kind of getting the idea, like if you know what I mean, like a diagonal spawn trap. That's basically what I like to call. And when you get your streak, hide in a crate if all possible, because the map is so tiny, you're most likely going to kill yourself if you're out in the open. And another thing that I would recommend is run FMJ, which is the deep impact perk in this game, or Martyrdom, because Martyrdom will allow you, so that way you don't like have to worry about a guy like getting ready to spawn trap you. You can just automatically blow him up. Although I don't really like suggest martyrdom because it's considered, you know, a tryhard or a newbie perk. But in this case, it would be good. Then Deep Impact allows you to shoot through crates in case somebody's hiding. So if like someone's hiding in a crate, you can wallbang them. Like for example, how I'm doing it right here. It's just a really good way to, you know, kill people, so that way you can prevent them from camping and stuff. And one last tactic that I really recommend doing is use a gun that has a lot of ammo and also at the same time has a lot of damage. So that would mean like the P90, for example, like how I was saying a lot of people run with P90s, because the P90 in this game has a good ammo to damage ratio, and it's really good so that way you don't have to worry about people catching you when you're reloading, or, you know, like when you're getting ready to shoot one guy and he won't die so you can't advance to the next guy. The M16, the P90, sometimes the MP5, the AK-74U, and then probably the maybe the AK-47. Those are like the best guns that you can honestly run. Oh yeah, and then the M4 carbine. Those are like the best guns you can run on shipment. I really don't recommend running with an LMG because you need to move occasionally to, you know, get out of the way of airstrikes and people running around and the grenades that are flying out of the sky. And then I really don't recommend a sniper because honestly, there's so many things everywhere that just kill you. You don't really have the ability to snipe. And then pistols, obviously, that's just common sense not to use as a primary. But if you're planning on like going for a pistol challenge in this game, or if you're planning on getting your pistols gold or something because the map is small, try to not play on shipment, or at least headquarters shipment, because it's very difficult to do so. And this game honestly was really, really fun for me. Like, it was during like Joseph's live stream, I believe. I was playing with Joseph in this game. He was live streaming CoD 4, and I was trying so hard to get an 100+ because I've only gotten a 100+ one time in Call of Duty. Or like in one game, not like one single time, but it was in Advanced Warfare on last gen. It was because of the comeback spawn trap glitch, and that's not really professional at all. I want to get like a legit 100+. So I've been trying so hard to get headquarters shipment on CoD 4 Remastered just to try to get an 100+ because I know how easy it is. I've gotten close multiple times on Black Ops 3. I got a 70+ 3 times, and I got an 80. So I'm hoping that with CoD 4 Remastered, I can get the 100+ no problem, because I've seen it happen multiple times. If I can at least get 100 kills, not necessarily the 100+, I would be so happy, because I've always wanted to get an 100 kill game or a 100+ game so bad. And one other thing that I really recommend doing with Call of Duty 4 Remastered, if you're playing this specifically, not necessarily to get a lot of kills or not necessarily just to win, no matter what you're doing, the number one thing you need to remember is that it's always important to constantly look. Just because someone's spawning somewhere doesn't mean that that's where they're always going to spawn or where they're always going to come from. I've had multiple times where I'll see somebody on the UAV and I'm like, oh crap, they're all spawning right there. I'm going to look right there. I'm going to wait for them. If you see somebody and you can't immediately kill them, or at least like you can't immediately follow up, run away, because most likely someone's either going to spawn on you, spawn next to you, you're going to die by a kill streak or a random grenade flying around, or the enemies are just going to pull some Houdini magic and they're going to be able to somehow shoot you through 2 different objects with FMJ or Deep Impact. It's just that ridiculous. So always be willing to move. Don't be so determined to kill a guy. If you can't kill him, that's fine. Don't worry about it. And another thing that I need to mention real fast is that the UAV spam on this map is real. It's so easy to get at the very least, a 3 kill streak. So what I would do is that I would really recommend not only moving for the enemies being in a camping spot sake, but also because the UAV is going to, you know, show up on the map like pretty much like constant. Once one UAV is inbound, everyone's going to get a UAV. So everyone will see where you are, enemies or teammates. So you need to make sure that you're always moving, because if you get on the UAV and like you're camping in a crate or something, somebody will shoot you through the crate with Deep Impact to kill you because they know you're watching the other side. And I've had that happen so many times. I'll camp to call in like an airstrike, and someone shoots me in the back because they know I'm in there. So it's very, very difficult to, you know, survive on this map. However, though at the same time, once you get a kill streak going, it is very easy to dominate. And one thing that a lot of people may or may not know is that people assume that the crates that are completely cut off on one of the ends is the best crates to hide in. The crate ahead of me over there, as you guys can see on the screen, the one that has like an opening on both sides, those can actually still protect you just as much from the airstrike. It's not as, you know, safe, because, you know, like people can shoot you in the back, or, you know, the airstrike can be slightly behind you, but those still work. So if you're trying to avoid an airstrike, if that's the closest thing you can get to, you should go for that still. And I'm trying to think out with like other tips. Because I'm just trying to prevent you guys from spawn dying like me multiple times, and just trying to help you guys out. You know what I mean? But one last tip that I can recommend. out of all this is, if possible, play with a friend or a buddy or like whoever it may be. Play with somebody you know, because randoms, like, lately in the last few Call of Duties, they've not really been the best. COD 4 Remastered, they're a lot better than Infinite Warfare, because I don't think there's actually a team bouncing issue or like algorithm in this game. But if all possible, run with your friends, so that way you can at least have something organized. You can say, hey, watch this, and blah, blah, I'm going to call in a kill streak. Because usually teams will either call in their helicopters before you, because it's easy for everyone to get one. 2, they just run around like with chickens with their heads cut off, and they don't know how to kill anything, and therefore feed the enemies kills. And 3, normally they will rage quit and you will not have enough teammates, and therefore it will be like a 2v6 or something like that, just something ridiculous. So it's really good to play with your friends. That's like the last tip I can recommend. And the gun that I'm using is the AK-74U. The AK-74U is honestly like one of my favorite guns of all time, especially in COD 4. My favorite guns were the ones that I listed earlier in the video: AK-74U, AK-47, M4 Carbine, M16, the MP5, and then the P90. If I didn't say it already, that is. But, yeah, like, those are my favorite guns of all time in COD 4 Remastered. And I'm so glad that, you know, COD 4 Remastered turned out as good as I, you know, wanted it to be. Because originally, like, when COD 4 Remastered came out, I was not sure whether or not I was going to like it or not. I was not sure if it's going to feel like COD 4 or it's going to feel better / worse or whatever. I just didn't know what to expect. I had a lot of hopes, but also I was being very cautious in case I was going to be let down. However, though, this game has yet to let me down. I've had so much fun. It feels like a Call of Duty 4 reloaded. That's what it most likely is, the best way I'm going to describe it, is because it feels like Call of Duty 4 mechanic-wise, but content-wise, it feels like a new Call of Duty, because it's the exact same core basics of Call of Duty, you know, boots on the ground, normal guns, you know, no supply drops and everything. But at the same time, they're adding new content, like adding in game modes. Like, for example, they added in Kill Confirmed in this game, and, you know, they made so that way they added in some other mechanics, like, your rounds, you got rounds in Domination now, instead of it just being consistent. Or, like, whenever you join a game, you know, you don't get a win-loss penalty as long as you stay in it, kind of like how in Black Ops 3 there was that. And, you know, you also got new camos like Regal, and then, like, there's also, like, the Regal camo is like the royalty camo for Advanced Warfare, but it's the diamond of this game. And then there's another one that's like Dark Matter, but it's like, not like Dark Matter. It's like this green and black camo, I think. And, like, it's called something, it's like called, like, Extinction Zone, I think it's what it's called. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it's called, and it's really, really cool. Regal, in my opinion, honestly, looks a little better. But maybe that's just because I only saw, like, the camos for, like, a little bit. I am gonna try to earn them, like, to be honest with you. Like, I like the idea of a challenge. That's why I ended up wanting to complete Dark Matter, Hero Here for Everybody, and Prestige Master in Black Ops 3 before it was over, and I ended up doing that. So before COD 4 Remastered's over, I'm gonna try to get Regal camo and everything, get Exclusion Zone, which is like that Dark Matter camo, reach Prestige Master, not necessarily level 1000, because there is level 1000 in this game, and then maybe, if all possible, like, I know in this game you can actually get medals, like a Bloodthirst and everything, so I'm wondering if they have, like, a nuclear or anything in this game, and you can get it with kill streaks, too. So, like, I don't know, like, what the medal is. I know in Infinite Warfare there's a Juggernaut medal, which is supposed to be, like, the Infinite Warfare, like, nuclear, in a sense. So if they have, like, a Juggernaut medal in this game, or some other type of thing that's, like, a nuclear, I might try to go for that as well. But this game, dude, is just going to be so fun. I've said it multiple times, and I'm probably going to say it way too much throughout the year, but, like, this game is my game, dude. Like, I literally cannot put this game down. Sure, I'll play a couple of other games now and then. In fact, like, right now I'm playing Halo, the Master Chief Collection, because I got it for my birthday, and then a couple of other games with my friends, because not necessarily all of them have or want to play COD 4 constantly like I do. But throughout the majority of the year, I'm going to be playing COD 4 Remastered. This is my go-to game, and I'm so looking forward to when they add, you know, like, the rest of the maps in December, and, like, when the Christmas noobs get on, dude, there's going to be so many 100-plus gameplays during Christmas, like, I guarantee it. Like, there's going to be people playing Shipment Headquarters all the time, just roasting noobs, and just destroying them. Like, it's going to be, like, a really big fun time. But, anyways, guys, this is going to be today's video. If you guys like the video, I would really appreciate if you would drop a like on it, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new, because I'd really appreciate it and let you guys know I'm putting another video. And I'm going to quickly skip to the very end of the video, because, it's going to run out of time otherwise. And, then you guys won't see, like, the score that I got. But, at the very end, I ended up getting 95 kills. 5 off of 100. And I was so devastated when that happened, but I'm glad that I ended up getting closer and closer. And I'm eventually going to get 100+. But anyways, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.